gave up my job for $10,000 in gold. I'm so excited to relay this story because we all stack gold, and some of us have been doing this for decades. So when you hear what this guy did, I really think you're going to stop. I don't want to give it away. In the next 3 minutes, I'll show you why he gave up his job for $10,000 in gold. Let's do this quick. Let's do this fast. Let's get it done in 3 minutes, and away we go. Thank you for sending me all your stories. I always promise to keep you anonymous if I choose to share your story in a video. When I read this email from our viewer, it was obvious. It was so very obvious that I needed to share this on a video. Giving up your job for gold. When we hear those words, we imagine a variety of scenarios. Was this guy young and dumb? Is that it? Can we chalk it up to youth? Was he working in a tech upstart and got bought out literally using gold as cash? Was someone knocking him out of his position? That's what I thought. Then I stopped and I knew he had to be a middle-aged man climbing the corporate ladder, bought out by someone wanting him to step aside, bought out with a stack of gold. All these. Everything ran through my mind as I opened this email. The real question is, what would you do? What would it take as a seasoned gold stacker? As you know the ins and outs of the gold market, you really understand the value of one American Gold Eagle, let alone 5, 15, let alone somebody offering you 20 American Gold Eagles. What would it take for you to give up your job? Tell me in the comments. Be honest. Really, how big would the stack need to be? Tell me in the comments. I suppose if you hate your job, the stack wouldn't have to be very big at all. Maybe you give it up for a fractional gold. I don't know. So this viewer is very concerned about remaining anonymous, so I cannot give out too many specifics, but I can tell you that he was working for a nonprofit organization, a type of nonprofit that does not pay very well, the type of nonprofit that works you hard, works you long, and at the end of the day, after doing this type of work, you truly feel like it is God's work. It's that kind of job. If you've ever worked for a nonprofit that struggles to meet the needs of those at the bottom rungs of our society, then you know exactly what type of job this guy had. Apparently, along the lines of his work, he was tapped to investigate a public figure. And the information he obtained about this public figure was damaging, it was powerful, and truly could bring this person out of office. So it makes sense to me that something could be offered to get this politician, get this public figure out from this sticky situation. Of course, the easy way to buy somebody out these days would involve gold. Untraceable. It is out of the radar of government officials, and it is easily transported for a quick handoff. $10,000 of gold can fit in the palm of your hand. Now, for us, it sounds very simple. Walking away from a job that leaves you feeling unappreciated, a job that works you to the bone, and having a nice little stack of gold in your hand, it's a no-brainer. But you tell me in the comments, how much gold would it take for you to leave your job today? A full tube of American Gold Eagles, would that do it? Is that enough? It's different for us because we spend hours, we spend days, we spend years focusing on our gold stack. So our price, I'm confident, I know that our price would be higher than 5 American Gold Eagles. Leave me a comment and let me know what it would take for you to walk away from your job today. How much gold would it take? And I explained that in 3 minutes. In my last video, Oliver IX27 said, hello, he says, I am a French stacker. I have more than 2,000 ounces in silver. He has coins, ingots, etc. He says I have a half kilo of gold in coins, but also a little more than 2 ounces of platinum and 44 kilos of copper, mainly in bars of 1 and 5 kilograms. He says, I don't know which is the best investment, but I find it wise to multiply sources and metals to reduce the average risk of the portfolio by having physics for each commodity. He says there is a certain demand for copper ingots. It is interesting to have some too. Thanks for that comment, and you might be the first comment that I've ever gotten from France. I can tell you that Mrs. Pound of Gold and we fell in love in Paris. It's on our list to go back, and wow, you have quite a stack there. You really do. Another stacker interested in copper. If it wasn't so bulky, I'd get into it. I feel the same way about the large 100-ounce silver bricks. They're just too big. But I am always interested to see more people grabbing a hold of copper these days. Hit subscribe. I post 3 videos per week. Hit subscribe. I don't want you to miss it. And I'll see you in the next one.